here today at Congleton War Memorial Hospital, where Congleton and Bloom are planting.
There's loads of bulbs in here. This whole back is full of daffodils and the whole front is full of tulips. So they're just ping. And this is absolutely full of all sorts. This has got lots of small ones, crocus and lots of other different things in. And then it's got hyacinths and alliums and more tulips in here. Swathe of daffodils starts. So we took out, I got two chaps. We had a really dead creaturous thing here. It was dead plant. It was awful. Anyway, I managed to dig it out. And so we've put a swathe. This is full of bulbs and it goes right down in a sort of an S shape. And we've got the two trees in, but there's another tree to come in tomorrow, hopefully. Or in a week, or whenever.
Effort that goes into.
This was just shrubbery, like this. So I got it all pulled out when they mended the path. They pulled all of this out, all the plants, and that's all new planting in there, and in there. And then I've got a gravel garden, because I've always wanted a gravel garden.
So this is your baby then?
Oh, absolutely, yes. So I've got the Rotary planting that one up because they planted it up 25 years ago. Yeah. And then I said, this is a disgrace because it was 10-foot high wild rose. It had gone mad and it wasn't doing anything. And I said, right, it's all coming out. Yeah. So they did come and they took it out and then they put new stuff in. And they put new bulbs in later. But I want to do another one because I think it's like a leaf coming off the branch. So you can see there's lots of bits of tree around that I can get the kids to come and collect.
That's a great idea, that isn't it? Like, say,
well, the kids have come and done some. The kids have come and planted lots of things. So I put this hedge in to give them privacy on the patio. Yeah. I've enlarged the patio and we've put the furniture in. So we got this from Green Gables when they closed. Yeah. We went up to collect their wheelbarrow because they were doing a wheelbarrow. And she said, we're closing up, if you want anything, take it. So we brought all the furniture.
Really free and useful.
And then one of our chaps painted it blue for the NHS.
Yeah.
And so that's in. We extended this last spring probably because it was a bit small. And then we put this hedge, we put the hedge in. So it's Portuguese laurel. Yeah. So that's a nice... It's a windbreak. Yes. The wind comes down here and whips like a mad thing. Yeah. So we've got the windbreak in. And it's also a bit of privacy. Yeah. So when people are sitting here, they can still see everything, but from down there, they can't be seen. Yeah. No, so that was the plan. Sense. So there are strawberries in here, but I don't usually get to eat them because they've already eaten them by the time I get here.
You've already gone.
Oh, wow. Established, that's the word, yeah. Established. And all these rocks were from the park. Yeah. They were just lurking. And I said, oh, I could do with them. And one of my sons came and helped put them in. He actually volunteered for the day. He came off work and did a volunteer day here with me. And another one of my volunteers. And Streetscape had brought the rocks and they were down there. And I said, right, guys, you bring them up and I'll tell you where I want them. Which is the way forward.
They're going to stick kettle on round the back.
Oh, no. I'm just going to go and check if the crocuses are coming up here because last spring, oh, they are, look. Oh, fantastic. Last year, I had a work party up and this used to be just a disaster. This whole border was a disaster. And so we got some new composting and then we've planted 350, I think 350 of these crocus. The Rotary came. My granddaughter was here and there was a couple of people. There's a U3A person and one of my gardeners as well. And so you can see that we've got the crocuses, which are Crocus tomensiensis or something. But anyway, you can see those. And then we've got lots of other... lots of mini daffs. They're not great big ones. They're mini ones because it would be too big for this space. Yeah. And so we do have some. There were some. We've kept the leaves on to protect them. Yeah. And then, you can see it actually started, look.
Yeah.
All of these leaves were down there and they've escaped. They've been blown off because we used it as like a little blanket for them. I'll have to come back next week and chuck it down there because that's the woodland garden down there that we've. So that's another garden. Yes, no messing about. That's my woodland garden, but we're not quite finished on the woodland garden. I've got the path through, and I've got my the forsythia here, and then I've got some ferns in, but I've got hellebores to put in yet. And then I've got to plant this bottom end, which we did put some mahonia in, but they didn't take very well. And of course, we've got scaffolding, which doesn't help. But yes, so this is the woodland garden isn't finished yet, is what I'm saying. I must just in here. These are the wards. Yeah. They can look out, hopefully, and they will see. They will see. These are doing really well. Yes, I must bring the Rotary people round when they come tomorrow because they planted all of these last year.
So the patients, can they sit outside, can they? When they come out?
No, the patients go the other way. This is where the staff sit.
Right.
So the staff do come out and sit here in the summer, and they have their cups of tea and they have their lunches here. And so now they've got something decent to look at.
Nice and low there, nice and shaped in, cut in there. Nice,
yeah, well, I've got to put in. I've got on order. I've got some more to fill in because that bit wasn't laurel before. So we found 2 left in the tree nursery, so we put them in. But I'm going to be filling this in. Yeah. We've got a tree nursery at Vale Allotments.
Have you?
Yes. So yes.
That was smashing.
I am looking to.
Is that dogwood?
Yeah, there's got some dogwood in there. So we've got 2 different colours of dogwood we left. So we did leave a small amount of dogwood. It was full of laurel and dogwood. Oh. So but it was just a nonsense, and there was lots of berberis that was horrid, which is why we took. I got the men to just dig it all out, put some more soil on top, and then I've got I've got lots of different plants in there. So there's sort of like pinks and reds and oranges this end, and it moves along to yellow. Because they wanted colourful stuff here, I asked the staff. Yeah. So we've got colourful plants, the sort of reds and oranges and yellows are there. And on this side, which is this bit, so these are the penstemons and salvias. And then obviously we've got lamium, we've got lamb's ears. So this is more pinks and greys and blues, which is a calming colour. And I must come and finish the woodland, but I've been busy doing many things. And we will be extending the path. So the yellow path will be coming right down here sometime in the spring. So we'll probably bring the path down to about here. And then I'm going to put some signs on so that I can say from that end, if you want to see the well-being garden, follow the sign. And so I'll have some sort of maybe green arrows or yellow arrows or something dotted along so they can just carry on. Because at the moment people don't know it's there.
Yeah,
that
makes sense, that does. You'll get there. What you're doing is amazing anyway, so it's
they can't be doing it all.
You can't be in all these different places at the same time. I see the conifers. I like conifers where when you lift that canopy, they look ancient. You know, when you've got the trunk.
Yeah.
I've had it.
So I might actually, for people who land there, I might put another sign saying, "Go to the award-winning garden." Yeah. Keep going down that end. I'm really keen to see how the daffodils come up. Having several of us having planted hundreds of them in there.
So have you got daffodil? Have you got other bulbs?
No, I've just this time. It's just in that space. We've just got Winston Churchill. So they start here, and it goes. There's nothing coming through yet, but it goes like this, and it goes across here, and then it swirls down here. Here.
Yeah.
So it's sort of them rather than it just being blobbed everywhere. But we've got our 2 amelanchias in here, and then I'm going to have a crabapple tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. So that will go in there, and then it will be grassed. So it's easy to maintain, but it will look good in the spring.
Yeah, it will.
And then, of course, as you come up over here, you'll see this brand new garden that we've planted. So there's a mixture of perennials in there and shrubs and lots of bulbs. Lots and lots of bulbs. Loads of tulips you can just see coming through. And there's lots of daffodils. And then we've got loads of little crocuses and things in this bit. So this was a very strange one because on the plan, this was a different shape from what it is now. So we've got hyacinths, we've got alliums in here, we've got lots of crocuses coming through. And so we've got choisia, and then we've got the viburnum at the back there. So they will form a hedge at the end, which will in time block that part of the car park. You won't see it so much. Yeah. And this has all been planted out quite spaced out because these things are all got to grow. Yeah. Every single one of these is going to grow. So I'm really pleased we can just sort of start to see. So I think these are Red Riding Hood tulips, so that we have lots of them, but they're just coming up, and then there are some daffodils coming up as well. And we've got lots and lots of daffodils all through the back. So that's Jacob's Ladder, and then we've got Phlomis, we've got various grasses, we've got the hebe, we've got 6 different types of hebe, 4 different types of begonia. Then we've got rosemary, because that's just a fantastic shrub. We've got Nepeta in here. I'm just looking at what we've got. We've got foxgloves that one of my colleagues grew. And then we've got, what have we got here? That's Pachysandra. Then, oh, you can see those daffodils coming up. Then, yeah. Great. I don't know what's happened to the rest of them, but they're all there. They will, oh, they are starting to come up. Excellent. And then we've got various different grasses in here. So you can see that the begonia, so they're a really dark leafed one, and these are greener. So they've got 3 different flowers on them. Oh, look at the tulips coming up. I did chuck them in and say, right, just plant them where they are. And look at those. They're all coming up. That's brilliant. So the Nepeta will get quite big. There's lots more Nepeta. So I've got it all coming through. Then we've got salvias, more hebes, more rosemary. So I've repeated, as you're supposed to do. And then I've got some heucheras here. We've got the salvias at the back. We've got some aruncus. We've got lots of daffodils coming up through there, look. They're probably the ones we planted first. So we've got a taller hebe there. So these here, what's happening is that when they took the building down, there are 4 like commemorative bricks that have got writing on them. Right. And so they're going to be in the garden. So that's why there's no planting sort of in this area. So that's the next sort of job to do on this end, is to get those 4 things installed. But we've got to bring some block paving to just drop next to these so they can sit on. I've got to try and jump out without going on the plants now. So we've got some more heuchera in here. More Phlomis that's coming through, lots of grasses. And so where that terrible blob is of stuff, that's where the weeping crabapple's going to go. Right. So I should be able to pick it up this afternoon. And then we've got this whole border here, which is all rosemary. So that's all rosemary along there. And it's interspersed with lots of little bulbs, which are just starting to come through. And very shortly, I hope, I'm going to have a seat put in and 2 big containers that we can plant into as well. So that if you're coming from the car park, you can sit down and have a look. You can sit down and smell the rosemary. And if you've been in there and you want to have a little rest when you're coming back out before you get into your car, you'll be able to do that as well. So, and then of course we've planted this. This is full of bulbs. Oh, and you can see the daffodils. Now, we planted these daffodils probably very early on. Well, early on, before Christmas. So we've got a lot of pittosporum in. So this will look good. And we've got heuchera there. So this was a bit of an experiment, this. We haven't finished doing putting the bark on as a mulch, but we have got bags of it over there to do. And we might get that done tomorrow. I don't know. It might be the week after. So, yes. So we've got a very long border. So that's 30 metres, that border. And over here, we've got 40 metres to go. I like a challenge. I like a challenge. I like a challenge. So we've been scraping this out. We did have a machine, but we've also had people doing it. We are going to have wildflower meadow, then perennials and herbaceous. And then this bit here is the shade garden. It will be. So we'll wait and see. You'll have to wait and see what I plant in here because I haven't decided yet. I've got a list of what I'd like, but we also need more soil up this end yet. So wait and see. Hopefully it'll all be planted maybe by the end of March, if we're lucky, if I get enough people to help. There we go.
All volunteers, guys.
All volunteers. But tomorrow we're planting the hedge, which is the backdrop for this, which is down the bottom there, all along the edge of the wall. And that's been paid for by a Mission Green community grant. But all the rest of the planting has been funded by the William Dean Trust. All the rest of the planting, the whole of the garden. So there we go. And there will be more to the back near the car park, but that's phase 6.
Brilliant. That is fantastic.